If you've ever wanted to start a business here in the UK, but you're uncertain as to what exactly you need to think about when it comes to starting your business here in the UK, particularly when it comes to things like taxes or when it comes to things like compliance and other general aspects that are required as part of starting your business here in the UK to ensure that you have the best chances of making that business a success. In today's video, we're going to be discussing all the things you need to think about when it comes to starting a business here in the UK. So once you've carried out the relevant research to determine that that product or that service that you wish to run as a business is actually going to be viable, then what are the next things you should be doing? To start with, the first thing you're going to want to think about is going to be around business funding. Now, business funding comes in various ways, but essentially, if you're going to run this business, you are going to need some manner of funding. Now, whether that funding comes from your savings or it comes in the form of a business loan, or it could also come in the form of grant funding. Either way, you are going to have to think about what is the best way for you to actually raise the relevant business funds to help you get that business up the ground and running, because you will need business funds to help you, purchase the raw materials, the raw goods that you're going to use to actually start that business, particularly if it's a product-based business. If it's a service-based business, then your cost of production might not be quite as high when it comes to actually thinking about your startup costs. The next thing you're going to want to think about is going to be around business banking. Okay, where will the money that you are receiving from customers actually be coming into? You want to make sure that you have a separate business bank account that is not tied to your personal account, okay? And it's also going to be very important that you have a business bank account set up early enough in your business, not only because eventually this will be very useful for you when it comes to building your credit score as a business owner, for those of you who might be interested in then securing business loans and other forms of business credit when you want to actually expand the business. So having a business bank account early on in the business will be crucial to helping you actually start to build up that credit rating as well. Another reason why, as an accountant, I particularly emphasize the importance of having a business bank account when you're running your business is because it makes it much easier for you to be able to track what assets are particularly tied to just the business alone and keep that separate from your personal assets. It's also going to be very important that you're able to do this not only for the purposes of good record keeping as part of managing your business, but it will also be important in instances where you might potentially have the business being investigated by HMRC and you need to ensure that you're able to actually prove that all the relevant transactions in a particular account are all tied to the business. Very closely linked to this is going to be to think about the relevant payment methods. How are you actually going to take payments from the people who are paying for your goods and services? Okay, so this might be that you choose to use PayPal, for instance. It might be that you choose to use Stripe or other forms of payment gateways that are available to business owners. Now, in many instances, these payment gateways will often be connected to your business bank account. So that really helps when it comes to streamlining the flow of the payment mechanisms from, having your customer actually purchase the goods maybe from your website or from your shop, and having your payment gateway actually process this right into a relevant bank account that you have actually designated for that business. The next thing you're going to want to think about is going to be around invoicing. How will you actually invoice your clients when payment is due? You can choose to do this through using manual methods such as, creating an Excel spreadsheet, for instance. Although if you're not familiar with how to use Excel and you don't want to go down the route of having to do a labor-intensive task, such as always having to manually fill out an Excel spreadsheet, then what you might decide to opt for is to use an invoicing software, for instance. Next thing you're going to want to think about is how are you going to actually maintain proper accounting records, okay, for your business. This is going to be crucially important when it comes to, you know, business planning for the longevity and growth of the business, but it will also be crucially important when it comes to the preparation of your accounts, okay, and to determine how much tax it is that you actually pay on that business. Now, we have a lot of business templates and spreadsheets that can actually help you make this process a lot easier. We do have the links to those in the description box below if you're interested. Now let's talk about taxes, because there's going to be tax implications as part of running your business, and the amount of tax you pay will really depend on what type of business structure that it is you use in running your business. Now, there are different types of business structures that exist within the UK, but some of the most common ones include running your business as a sole trader, running your business through a UK limited company, or indeed running your business as part of a UK limited liability partnership. Now, there are different types of taxes that you might need to think about when you are starting your business in the UK. But some of the most common ones that business owners do tend to see that they have to consider a lot are taxes such as your income tax, you know, your self-employment tax, and of course you also have your VAT. You might also fall into peculiar situations that might require you to think about dividend taxes, for instance, but all of this will really depend on what specific situation you fall into. So it is important that if you're unclear on what the tax implications of running your business here in the UK is for your particular circumstance, then please do use the links in the description box to contact us and see how we can advise you on the best way forward. Next point of consideration is going to be to think about business insurance. Now, this is not required for every single type of business, but in some instances, depending on the type of business that you're running in the UK, you might find that having business insurance is actually legally required. So do make sure you do your research around whether or not insurance is going to be mandatory as part of running that particular business that you wish to run in the UK. In other instances, many businesses might actually prefer that they want to voluntarily actually have business insurance as a way to not only protect themselves, but also protect their business in the event of, you know, things like accidents in the workplace, or also protect things like their intellectual property and other things that might be valuable as part of actually running that business. So business insurance is definitely something that you do want to think about, irrespective of what type of business it is that you wish to start here in the UK. Now, next thing you want to think about, very closely linked to this, is going to be around the legal implications of running your business in the UK. And this is very crucial, okay, for any type of business here in the UK, whether you run your business as a sole trader, whether you run your business through a form of limited company or a partnership structure, you will definitely want to be thinking about the legal implications of running that business here in the UK, because there are many things to consider here from a legal perspective of starting a business in the UK. You have things like consideration of the UK employment law when it comes to hiring staff to work for you within your business, but you also have things to consider, like, for instance, you know, pension for your employees. You want to think about staff benefits for your employees. You're also going to want to take some time to think about the contract that you're using when it comes to running your business. How will you operate that business, and how will you, make sure that the contract is written up in such a way that it protects your business. To help you understand how to be better prepared legally to run your business here in the UK, I've done a video here where I've spoken all about the legal requirements of actually starting a business here in the UK. If you're interested in watching that video, do click here to watch it now. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell.